Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier, and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the Eric Draven guitar solo from the film The Crow. It's a really cool little guitar section he plays on the roof. I've done a cover version, so if you want to hear what it sounds like all the way through, check that out. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll probably try and put a card above, whichever way it goes. Today I'm going to teach you that. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, give me a like on the video. If you've got any requests, because this was a special request for Ash, thanks for that request, Ash. So if you've got any requests, put them in the comment section, I'll try and do them for you. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, you can support me on Patreon. I'll also put the tabs for this on there so you can print them out and have them at home. My guitar's in standard tuning. A quick bit about the sound. I'm running my guitar through a Wampler Tumnus, which is like a little bit of a boost, into a flatly Plex Star, which is like a Marshall-y type distortion, into a chorus pedal. This is to get that 80s kind of sound. Then into a delay pedal, and then into my amp with quite a lot of reverb for that sound. It's really like a 80s rock guitar type tone. Okay, so this first line goes. So for that, we're playing B10 and we bend it up a tone. And then a normal B10, B8, then B7, back to B10, and then G9. So the first two bars you've got. And then the next bar, bar 3, is the same as bar 2, but the rhythm is just slightly different. The first note is a semiquaver late, so it's 1 and then in bar 4, you've got to watch out for this, there's actually 5 beats in the bar. So he plays, which is B10, G7, and G9, and that G9 lasts for 3 beats, so it's like 1, 2, 3. So just an extra beat there before it goes on to the next line. So let's try and do the whole line. Here we go. Ready, and... One, 2, 3, and then it goes on to the next line. Now the next line is almost the same but slightly different. So it's starting off the same. Bar 7 is slightly different, so it goes, which is B7, B8, and then G7. So it goes. And then bar 8 is also got 5 beats in it, but it plays, which is B10, D10, and then G9. So the whole of that line slowly goes. And that line repeats, so you do that line twice, and then we get on to the next line, which goes. So for that, just the open E string twice, and then E3, and then E, so it goes. And then it goes O5O on the E string. And then ignore the note in the bracket. You don't play the notes in the bracket, it's just held on from the previous bar. So into the next bar we go O5O, and then O7O, then O8O, back to O7O, O5O, and then O3O. Pretty straightforward that line, I think. So it goes. And on his version, it does slightly speed up through that line. It gets a little bit quicker towards the end. Just basically with that line, just ignore any notes in the brackets, and it should be pretty straightforward. It's basically going O, a number, and then back to the O, and then moving. And then we get to this next line, which is a little bit sped up, and it goes. So for that, a C power chord, which is A3, D5 and G5. So we hit that twice, move up 2 frets to a D power chord, which is A5, D7 and G7. Then another one on those, and then move up 2 frets to this E power chord, which is A7, D9 and G9. So it goes. And then it goes on the E string. Da, 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 da. So the first 2 bars go. And then the next bar, bar 15, is the same as bar 13. So you got. And then we just got another 4 hits on the E power chord. So the whole line. And then we get this little hammer-on pulling thing, which goes. Okay, and you just got to do this as fast as you can. Hammer-on, starting off from 2 to 5 on the D string. It doesn't have to be like perfectly in time. Just do it as fast as you can. Don't worry about exactly how many you do. It kind of feels like 2 beats, like 1, 2. And then we go on to the next one. So it's not exact. It's just. And then we go to the G string, and we're going to hammer on from G2 to G4 and pull off. So just getting this. And then we go to B3 and B5. And then from B8 to B10. And then then goes to the E string. E10 and E12, and then E12 and E15. And it basically feels like you get 2 beats on the first set, and then it's sort of like 1 beat each. But you can just kind of play it quite free form through it. Just play it fast, make it sound cool. Go. So that's a crazy like little hammer-on-y bit. And then you just got to make some noise. I've written out sort of, it goes into like A12. If you've got a vibrato bar, you can bend into it. And there's a bend on the 17th fret. And then down to fret 3 on the E string. But then you just got to make loads of noise. Just hit the strings, make it sound cool. So a little bit like a. Or something like that, and that's the whole solo. So let's put it all together. that little guitar lesson. It's a cool little guitar solo. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. Press that bell and give me the like button on this video as well. Don't forget your requests in the comments section. This was a request. Thanks, Ash, for this. Put some requests in there. Let me know what you thought of the video. If I went too fast, too slow, let me know where in the world you come from. It's really interesting for me. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to print these tabs off, you can support me on Patreon. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.